I'm natural now, what do I do at home? We have a lot of clients that come into our salon, Kin Heritage, which is right down the street, that do their big chop, and then they wanted to know, okay, what do I do now? So we educate them with product and technique, and we get them on a regimen, and some of their hair that just flourishes at that point. So the most important thing, let me ask just a few shout outs. What is your most challenging thing being natural? What's the most challenging thing you have? We have dry hair, humidity, what else? Tangles, okay. Oh, shrinkage. Is that a problem for someone, shrinkage? Who doesn't know what shrinkage means? Okay. Shrinkage is when curly hair is going to shrink, meaning when your hair is wet, like this is, it has some length to it. But as it dries, it goes. So say when your hair, like for instance, let me just stand up. Her hair is straight, so turn around. For instance, her hair comes down to about here when it's straight. But when it's curly, where's your hair? That's called shrinkage, ladies and gentlemen. Some people embrace their shrinkage, some people want to know what they can do to more elongate your curls. And there are ways and products you can use to elongate your curls. But let's start with the beginning. Dryness is a huge challenge that I had when I first went natural. And I had to learn ways that I can moisturize my hair and keep it moisturized by changing my products and changing my application techniques of my products. So when I talk about moisture, just throw some things out. What do you moisturize your hair with? Go, just say some things. Shea butter. What do you use as your moisturizer? Coconut oil. Leave-in conditioner, like a cream, liquid, a liquid spray. What else? Mayonnaise for moisturizer. Anyone else? Okay, so let me explain the difference of the different moisturizers. Some people use oil, some people use butter, some people use cream, some people use sprays. Understand that what's going to moisturize your hair is water. So let me ask this, if you are thirsty, would you drink water or would you drink oil? Exactly. So, I know back in the day, my day when I was relaxed, we were always scared to go out in the rain, always scared to get our hair wet. Ooh, I can't go outside, it's raining. Or wrap our hair up, put a shock right bag over our head, right, before you go, right? See, I'm not alone, thank you. But, but I love the rain, I love water in my hair. In fact, I wet my hair down this morning because my hair flourishes. My hair flourishes like a flower because it likes to be watered. Hair needs water. Water is the best moisturizer. So when I say that, depending on your texture, some textures like more water-based creams. Some textures like if you have very fine strands, you may like something lighter like a leave-in spray. And then some people like oils and butter. So you gotta know what your hair likes. But the way I like to explain it is, hair needs moisture. Water is moisture. If you want to seal in the moisture, then I would go ahead and use a butter or oil on top of that moisturizer, whether it's water-based cream or water-based leave-in spray, okay? So let's move on from that. Let's talk about ingredients. So some people say, okay, yeah, I use a cream base like you said, but my hair still feels dry. Okay, well, what's in it? If you're using a product that has like a lot of mineral oil in it, or a lot of petrolatum, or a lot of silicone, a lot of beeswax, products that are going to cause buildup on the hair that actually don't penetrate the hair, you're going to experience dryness, and because you're actually blocking out moisture if you're using these ingredients that actually cause buildup on the hair. So you want to watch out. I wouldn't say just not use those, but just don't use them so frequently. So yeah, things like that, they're great for emollients, maybe detangling and giving you shine, but they're not really penetrating the skin or not penetrating the hair. In fact, it may be clogging your follicles. If you guys are trying to grow your hair out, you want to be careful of using ingredients that are going to cause buildup into the hair follicle, okay? So I'm just going to do a demonstration of how you can manipulate your hair to keep it manageable during the wash and conditioning process. And the reason why I say wash and cleanse, I don't always say shampoo, because everyone doesn't use shampoo when they cleanse their hair. In fact, I don't. I may use shampoo maybe just once every couple months if I need to clarify. But most times I'm co-washing. What does co-washing mean? Right. Washing your hair with only conditioner. So instead of using shampoo, You use conditioner to wash your hair and use conditioner hair. So main thing is to keep the hair tangle free. You have a question? Well, this is how I say, if you're wearing your hair straight and you need a lot of silicones to protect it from heat, you're going to need a shampoo to wash those silicones out. But if you're always wearing your hair naturally curly, and it's a natural state, you can co-wash more frequently. But yeah, if you're putting a lot of products on your hair, you're going to have to shampoo them out. So I want to start with cleansing the hair. We want to start with the scalp. So this is how I teach my clients that come to the salon. I also talk to them as I'm doing their hair, explain to them, because I want them to learn, not just come and get a fabulous hairstyle, not know what to do at home if they miss an appointment. So I would say, if you're going to co-wash your shampoo, it's the same first step. You're going to put your conditioner or shampoo on the fingertips of your fingers. And then you're going to nicely massage the scalp. At this point, we're not really concentrating on the hair, but mostly cleansing the scalp for the first wash. So, and at this point, you also want to take advantage of this time and give the client or yourself a nice scalp massage, because what scalp massages do is encourage hair growth. It gets those nutrients in your blood flowing to the hair follicle so your hair can grow healthy. Okay, so then after that, just a nice rinse. Second time, if you are using shampoo, I would say you don't have to shampoo 2, 3, 4 times. Some people say, because I do a seminar at the salon, so well, how many times do you shampoo your hair? Well, sometimes 3. Oh, well, how many times do you condition? Well, 1. I'm like, well, that sounds kind of opposite. So, because more shampooing is going to dry your hair out, frequent shampooing. And you don't want to do that because our hair is already dry and thirsty, our natural hair. So the second step, get your conditioner in the palms of your hand, and if you ever see those bottles that say use a little dime size, that's not for our hair. That's why you can buy cheap, conditioner like VO5 or Suave for your co-washing. I like going up to Trader Joe's and getting that Trader Joe's Nourish Spa. I love that conditioner. So this is how you should cleanse your hair, in a smoothing motion, and you can also detangle with your fingers. And this is how you're going to be able to control the hair, keep old and tangle free. Basically, doing this motion is forcing the hair cuticle, which is the outside layer of the hair, forcing it to stay down. Because what happens is what tangles all tangles are is the cuticle. It's like these little scales around the cuticle all lifted up, and they start tangling around each other, and that's what creates tangles and frizz. Because, I don't know if you have any science majors in here, we know that light can only reflect on a flat surface. So if that cuticle is lifted up, your hair is going to always look dull and dry. But if you're always smoothing that cuticle down, you're going to have shiny, tangle-free, frizz-free hair. Okay? So that's the second step. And then just a nice rinse. So now we're going to talk about your products and how to apply your products. We have tons of products in this room here. But it doesn't make sense to buy all these products and not know how to apply them properly, right? So every hair texture is different, so every technique may be a little bit different. If you have a loose curl and want more bounce, you may have to do more scrunching or diffuse with a blow dry with a diffuser. If you have very kinky or tight curls, but you want more elongation, you may have to do some extra smoothing of the product, your moisturizers and your curl defining. Smooth. So that's what we're going to demonstrate today. So she is using the ShidaNatural's hair care products, healthy hair care products. Right now she's applying the ShidaNatural's Moisturizer Cream Detangler. Anytime you use any gels or any curl definers or anything that's, you're defining your curls to give you hold, you want to make sure you moisturize first, because gels were not made to moisturize the hair. They were made to hold whatever style in place. So make sure you moisturize really good first underneath that gel. And she's using that smoothing motion I showed you. Smooth. Force that cuticle to lay down. And I just want to, Virginia, I just want you to show you. I want you to show them. Who is accustomed to washing their hair like this? That's what we were taught, right? I used to do that too. So what happens when you put that comb through? Exactly. So I just want you to show, and I hate to do this, I want you to show how they do it in this part. No, this, like, just show people, yeah. See what happens? Look what I just did. I know, now she gotta smooth it out again. But see what I'm saying? When you wash your hair, smooth it so you can keep it controlled. It's so simple, All you just gotta learn is the simple techniques to keep your hair manageable so you can love your, who loves their natural hair? Who doesn't love it so much? Maybe they like it but don't love it. I hope after some things that you learned today, you might love it a little bit more tomorrow. All right, so she's going ahead and applying the moisturizing cream. See, now she got to untangle it again because I just roughened up her cuticle. Yes. Okay, so what's in the ShidaNatural's moisturizing cream detangler? It's a water-based product, so it's moisturizing because it has water. It has aloe in it. It has coconut oil. It has extra virgin olive oil, which are those two oils actually penetrate into the hair. It does have some avocado oil in it. Also has some grapefruit oil. We don't waste product, do we? You want to get that now? So it has some grapefruit oil in it, which is really good for scalp, healthy scalp, and healthy hair growth. So those are some of the ingredients that are in the product. All right, so now what she did, she sectioned the hair off. Now, sectioning is very, very important. Yes. No, it stays in there. That's the leave-in. Yeah, just pretend she just got co-washed. Now we're doing all the leave-in products. Okay, so most important, number one, smoothing. It's very key. If you want defined curls and less frizz, you have to smooth your strands down. Second key, if you want super definition, you have to do it in sections. You can't just apply product to the whole head and expect to have super defined curls. You're going to have some frizz in there somewhere. So if that's something that you guys are doing and that's maybe why you're not achieving the styling results that you want because you're not taking your time and doing the sectioning. So what we call, now she's going to start applying the ShidaNatural's Define Whole Curl Cream Gel, and this is the product that's actually going to define the curls, okay? Now I call this technique the section within the section, rake and smooth method. So just take a look at how she's going to apply the product. And if you want super defined curls, this is the technique that you need to follow. Lots and lots of smoothing of the product in. So she's smoothing, raking, smoothing, raking. And don't be afraid to use the product, because if you leave some of the strands without product on it, those strands are going to dry frizzy. So you want to make sure every strand has product on it. Smooth, smooth, smooth. And see how the curls just get defined. Now, some of you may want less definition, less product, and less raking. All right? So as she's doing that, I want to go into deep conditioning. There's different ways you can deep condition, depending on if your hair needs moisture. Yes. Right. She's using water because this product, again, depending on texture, you may need some water to help the product really do what it has to do. Sometimes the water just helps define it even more. And that's another thing with detangling. I've learned this trick. When you're in your shower and you detangle with conditioner, just a little splash of water and then detangle, that finger's going to slip right through your hair. Trust me, I know all the detangling tricks because I have 2 girls and I had to learn. All right, so deep conditioning. Who deep conditions in here? Weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, 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 bi-weekly? Bi-monthly, okay. And that's fine. You know, you do what your hair needs. Now, there are different ways of deep conditioning. You can deep condition, you know, without heat for 2 hours. Say you got Saturday, you got house cleaning to do, just put some of your conditioner in there. And you don't even have to buy plastic caps. You put that ShotRite bag, or I can't tell you the last time I bought plastic caps for my house. We use them ShotRite Walmart bags. There's another way you can do 15 minutes under a hooded dryer or heating cap. Or overnight, if you really want super, super deep conditioning, you can leave your conditioner overnight and then rinse it out in the morning. Now, I'm going to tell you a trick whether you need to have a protein treatment or a moisturizing deep conditioner. If you take a hair strand and you stretch it out, and if it's stays stretched, that means you need some strength, you need some protein. Hair is made up of protein, but if you're coloring your hair a lot, if you're straightening your hair a lot, if you're still, you know, using chemicals, color is chemical, you may need to be putting more protein in your hair because you may be damaging your hair strands. So you got to keep your hair strands strong. So if it just stays stretched and it doesn't revert back, you need some protein. If you stretch it and it just breaks automatically, you need moisture. Okay, so that's how you can kind of do a strand test to see what kind of conditioner you need. Some people are protein sensitive where they just don't like protein in their hair, and that's fine. Again, know your hair. All right. So we're gonna have to wrap this up.